We're fortunate enough to run into Kyle. Kyle is going to join us on this last leg of this trip. We want to welcome you here.
Thanks, good to see you both.
Yeah, some of you may know Kyle. He's joined me on another one of my adventures. He is one of my big contributors to my station. I'm not carrying any Mountain House, peak refuel or anything. It's all Kyle's food that he's done.
I get to live vicariously through Dave. Since I can't spend as many nights under the stars as he does, it makes me happy that when he goes in the wilderness, he's carrying a few of my things. I met Dave 3 years ago. We did a super fun trip in the Wind River Range. And then last year, I was in the winds. Eric just rolls in through the forest by himself. And I said, Eric and Dave would have a true bromance because they love to be outside and fish. So I'm happy that I introduced the two of them. I'm a little bit jealous because they've already spent some time out that I wasn't here. And then I also brought my poodle. I've got Samson with me today.
It's all his fault, the reason I'm here. Now, we had an awesome first part of the trip, and it's going to be an awesome second half trip.
Okay, well, let's hit the trip. Oh, this looks great, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
This is a great camp.
Got a nice spot right there for the tarp near the fire pit.
Yep.
And there's plenty of spots down there for the tents.
This is how you help Dad set up the tent.
Dan Durston X-Mid Solid.
And it comes in at about 3 pounds.
Yeah, probably 2.5-ish.
Up here. Oh boy.
This is my backcountry water filter system. This is a 3-liter Ceenock. It has a really wide opening in the top so you can scoop water out easily. Then I run it through my Sawyer. So I've got 3 liters of dirty and 2 liters of clean, and this is an ever new 2-liter. So every year when I meet up with Dave, I show him the gadgets that I've gathered for the year. You get to be in the backcountry, and I'm at home on Amazon, so I'm at home finding cool things to buy while you're out enjoying them. And you want it centered, or you want it 40-60?
Let's hold it up and see what we got. Because if we got to tie things down, we got to have tie points to go lower.
I've got tie points, and I've got line.
Yeah.
So I've got a spine in center.
Yep. I'd say let's do center,
Okay.
and we'll figure a height. When I do it, I just do a couple half hitches.
Touch this one. That's pretty fresh, guy.
That is a big behind to poop that out.
You don't see any human bones in there, do you?
I like the smaller trees because I like to go around 3 or 4 times, and if it wraps on itself and tightens. I just have a simple little hitch here. It's not it's not doing anything.
I think we got a good combustion going now. I was a Boy Scout in Bakersfield, California. My scoutmaster took us to Edwards Air Force Base. We watched the space shuttle land.
Ooh,
How cool is that when you're a kid? The same scoutmaster took us to Catalina Island, which I love. He was a good man. bother me all night. Yeah, I like that.
Kyle has come through for me again. Made me biscuits and gravy, homemade. Boil up some water and add contents. That right there, and Ollie thinks it's really good.
Yeah,
and he hasn't even eaten it, but he's gonna lick the bowl like he always does. We'll let it hydrate and then we'll see how it goes. It's Kyle Polson's biscuits and gravies, freeze dried. Very tasty. Raining? No problem.
Yeah, I'm glad that Eric suggested that we bring a tarp. This is my 3 meter by 3 meter tarp.
What brand is this? Do you remember? It's not Etowa, is it?
This one is Bushcraft Outfitters.
Oh, I've heard of them, yeah.
You've only been on this train for about 10 minutes, he said, and you've already made us the laughingstock of everybody in the coach. They won't be laughing very long, Tom said confidently. You must be plumb loco, Sven said with disgust. They have engineers with years of experience designing trains. If there was any way to open windows without getting cinders and smoke into the passenger cars, they would have invented it. Do you think that made Tom give up? Heck no. The men who built Conestoga wagons and prairie schooners never thought of putting brakes on them, he said. Thousands of immigrants who came west had to chain their rear wheels when going down a grade. Then one day one of them got tired of chaining his wheels. He used a shovel handle, a couple of 2x4s to make a lever, a wooden block, a piece of rope, and the sole of one of his old shoes and made a brake for his wagon. Now please be quiet while I put my great brain to work.
Today's been what you called a bust.
Yeah.
All rain, all day long. Maybe 5 minutes it's let up.
We got breakfast in, and that was about it. We hung out here till lunch, had lunch, and then went in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been under the tarp or in a tent all day. Ending tonight, supposedly.
Yeah, and then we'll be able to fish tomorrow.
Yep.
And then gonna start up again around 11. Hopefully we can get our fish,
Yep.
get in here, and have a fish fry.
Yeah.
But this has been wonderful, having this. Well, good night.
See you in the morning.
I woke up and saw these guys had a fire, and I was like, holy mackerel, they are miracle workers. These are my fire alchemists.
I made homemade fire starters that I brought with, and they were very helpful on starting the fire. It's a cosmetic rectangle, dipped them in paraffin wax. They do a good job starting the fire. And then I cheat, I light it with a Bic lighter. If I wanted to, I could light it with a spark. It would just take extra effort.
Yeah, I don't think anybody that backpacks think that's cheating. I think like your ultimate survivalists,
Yeah, exactly.
they'll say you're cheating. That's SOP for me. Is everything dry in your tent?
No.
Okay. What's going on?
Not soaking wet from a leak or a puddle, nothing like that. No, it's just damp. Everything's damp.
Did any water get in your tent?
No.
Good.
Just what I bring in.
This is good news.
Yeah.
No, serious as a heart attack.
Yeah.
I've been with guys where they had a puddle
Oh yeah.
in their tent. I've been the guy
Yep.
that's had a puddle. I was in a rainstorm once where my sleeping pad was floating.
Jeez.
I put the tent in a bowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
If I was watching this, I wouldn't believe me. So never put your tent in a bowl unless you trench.
Eric's got one already.
Yeah, so I heard.
What is it, Eric? What'd you catch? Let's eat it.
I had one follow. He's still there. Watch me get him. Got him.
Man.
Very nice brookie. Probably about 11 inches, but very healthy, chunky.
There you go.
That's a little brookie, I think.
It'll go into the frying pan. Fish tacos tonight, right?
Get a couple of nice fillets off of this guy. This is the lure that I caught it on. It's a Jake's Spinalure silver with red spots with a treble hook. And it's the large, it's the heaviest that they make. Now I've got the fillet right here. I'm gonna score it in about 2-inch section until I get to where I can feel the skin so I don't cut through and dull the knife. And then I'm gonna rotate it and come on the skin side where that score is and cut it. And then here's a really cool trick. Throw it in your net and then you can rinse them off so they're ready for the frying pan.
Put them on this rock. Once you've rinsed them, then they'll drip dry a little bit.
And that gets most of it.
Yeah. Let them drip dry a little bit and then put them in your bag. Show you what I do to keep them refrigerated. I double bagged it. If you just do single bag, the lake water gets into the fish.
Okay. What's your refrigeration technique?
Right there. Bingo. And then you keep the sealed part out of the water. That will stay cool.
And we'll pick these up on the way back.
Yeah.
Change flies too. Oh, there we go. Whoa! Wow! Oh yeah! He's on a reel. He's just buried down the bottom. Holy cow! He's probably not that big, but they're just fat. Oh shit! Oh, I foul hooked him. That's why. He's not very big. I foul hooked him. 3 seconds on the water. Nice little fat 9-inch.
That's 4.
Is that enough? This size fish?
Probably not. I think we need 6 on this size.
Because you guys are together, I'll let you guys keep track of what we need.
They're biting right here at the shoreline.
Yeah, they're literally 10 feet off the shore feeding.
Nice little female, probably 10.5 inches. Little brookie, probably about 9 inches.
I think 14. Biggest was probably around 12, but knowing your tape measure is going to tell me it's 13 the way I'm guessing my measurements.
My tape measure is accurate, just so you know. It's not a fisherman's tape measure.
Right.
Well, I didn't catch 14. I think I probably landed 4 or 5. I think we're gonna eat the first 2 I caught.
I ended up with 9 brook trout, all on the Ryoki spearhead. It's the lure.
I'm gonna have to try those.
I have one of these for you.
Okay.
And then that way we can get you going on how to fish these.
Okay.
All right, let's eat.
So we're getting a little acid into the slaw.
Well, I haven't ever made fish tacos up here before. Yet to be world famous.
Yet to be world famous. Where do you buy your ghee?
I don't. I make it.
You make it.
I make it.
How did you choose your new jet boil? Which version you wanted, Dave?
The handle, no koozie.
Are you glad that you moved to that one?
1,000%, minus 900%. I was gonna buy like a MSR titanium pot with handles, and I went in to do that, and I saw that Jetboil had come out with this. It's called the Stash. I pulled the trigger like that. I don't know, I kind of like this with the Sport, because it drains the fish real nice.
Well, does that mean we're getting ready?
The last piece, you have Zatarain's and Panko brook trout, and then you just have plain brook trout.
So let's do avocado first. I gotta send these pictures to my friend that was telling me what I could do for slaw that would keep.
Aioli overload.
We'll dial it in.
Yeah.
I should have done more slaw.
That's decadent. Well, here's to Eric's idea.
Fish tacos. Cheers.
Looks good.
The fish is great. The crunch on the coleslaw, the avocado.
Hey! I guess he likes fish.
What one is he eating?
I think he got into seasoned fish, but I'm not sure.
Get his bowl and give him a few.
Let's do our second taco and then we'll feed the dogs.
Well, Samson likes the fish.
Samson's hungry.
I wasn't sure on the slaw with just the line. For ingredients that can keep in the backcountry for a few days.
That is good fish taco. Samson, don't you be naughty and eat our fish.
Even Ollie's in the shot. Like, that looks good.
He won't eat it.
You're having fried fish and it doesn't taste heavy. It's like a light meal.
That's lots of aioli.
Oh, you got the double aioli.
Yeah. I'm the sauce guy.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that aioli, I was surprised. I mean, I expected to make it and I just couldn't find the ingredients. And I look on the bottom shelf and it's like, there you go, garlic aioli.
Yeah.
That was really good. Let's have another one.
Yep.
Tradition has it that when I have other people with me, I bring dessert.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The first time I had this was when we went on our first trip together. Samson is very interested.
I won't rub it in, but mine was last week.
Well, I noticed Dave gave you more than he gave me, so that tells you.
Okay, blue-eyed wonder dog. Dishes time.
This is where I put my...
All right, Samson's time. I just came across this heading to the lake, and you can see where the bear has destroyed this log looking for insects, and you can actually see the claw marks right there. They're pretty close together, so I'm guessing it's probably a black bear.
And I have a really sweet bellows. I was trying to lighten my fire kit because I have a 7-ounce saw. I took the bellows out too, I didn't mean to. Oh yeah, this is the log. This is the money log right here.
Nice to have
So Eric, what'd you think of this camping site?
It was pretty nice. All the amenities, bear pool, kitchen area, tent sites, all in their proper distances from the bear pool.
Unusual.
Yeah.
Plus the masseur that came in and gave us all a massage. That was nice.
Yeah.
I think in all my years of backpacking, this is the first time I've ever hung my food on a certified bear pole. Usually I'm not in camps that have that much traffic.
I do have to say this, these guys are excellent to have in camp. They understand that I have other responsibilities. Start the fires, they put up the tarps, they go fetch my water, and I really appreciate you guys.
So, didn't you say, hey, water bitch?
Okay, let's hit the trail, guys. No trail at all to this next lake that we're going to. Kyle, what do you have to say about this hike so far?
It's difficult, but it's short.
We got 3 lakes to make it all worthwhile.
And generally, the worse the hike, the better the fish and the fewer the people.
Unless there's like a paved highway
From the other
from the
side that
bottom
we don't
of the
know
lake.
about, yeah.
It's possible that the Swedish bikini team is up here.
This looks like a good spot. Places for our tents, fire pit, place to cook on the log.
Even a bear hang.
There's a bear hang?
Oh,
Yeah.
No, but it's a
well,
nice
it's a log going sideways. Got our tent set up, got a snack, got our food up the tree, was ready to go fishing. It started to rain. Forecast was that it wasn't going to rain for another 5 hours. That tells you what forecasts are. Rough estimates. It's a pretty tough hike here, so it's a nice rest.
There's one working that shore right there in front of you. I think he's gone back that way because he...
Got one.
I wondered if that was more than just a splash from your lure.
A Ryuki spearhead.
Guess the ant's working.
There we go. Nice cutty.
Oh wow, look at that, you spear him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got everything dialed in with that new fork.
So we're doing beer batter tonight. These are the pre-cooked trout. Beer battered mix with Slap Ya Mama Cajun seasoning. The beer that we're doing is Moose Drool.
Blowing it up.
What's the outside temperature?
60.
Very close. Confucius say 56 degrees.
All the beer battered fish that we have.
Cheers. Long John
Cheers.
Silver's, eat your heart out.
Crispy nuggets of goodness.
Couldn't you taste your beer?
All that work chasing that moose around to get some drool. No, I'm getting the aftertaste of the Cajun spice.
Uh-huh.
Has a spicy finish with hints of blueberry. I used to be in the printing business, and we would print a monthly newsletter for a wine company, and it's always funny all the adjectives they use to describe a wine. And I don't mean to brag, but I caught a lot of these fish.
You did.
Okay, I mean to brag. That was my best fishing stretch, my best half hour in a couple of years.
since Don's Lake.
Don's Lake will go down in
Nah,
history.
it was how many in a row?
5 casts and 5 fish.
It's like bowling's perfect game, huh?
Yep. That was one of my favorite days ever. It's amazing you could cook fish this nice in the backcountry. Good job, Dave.
Thank you, Kyle. Give that Samson. I got one more piece.
I'm good. One more here. I'm going to give this to Samson. He'll probably have the shits, but he'll like it.
Oh, he's got his little crispy treats.
Just dump them in there.
Delicate boy.
Cut them, and then I'm going to cut them again and cut them again. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. That's a red potato? Mm-hmm. Tastes so yummy. I would have brought an extra potato up. I like the thick cut too.
Those are tasty.
They are very tasty.
Oh.
Somebody say tasty? Who humped this potato up?
I do.
Thanks for carrying it.
I finished off a small can of fuel that had a little bit in it. I probably used 3/4 of a full can to make this meal. So just so you know, it takes a lot of fuel. Kind of like a brown sugar graham cracker mixture.
The berries hydrated very nicely. The crunch for the sugar is good. It's really yummy.
Reminds me of a berry crumble that we make. I didn't open my mouth and said Samson. I did not do that.
I think I need to modify Samson's pack so I can put something on pump, add extra weight, because he needs more food this trip than I brought. You're just hungry this trip, aren't you? All that chasing with Ollie makes you hungry. The bear says to the rabbit, "Hey, Mr. Rabbit, does poop stick to your fur?" And the rabbit says, "No, Mr. Bear, it doesn't." So the bear grabs the rabbit and wipes his butt with it. Today was a great day for me fishing. I'm probably the least talented of the three of us fishing, and I caught 13 fish, so that was a great day for me. I had really good luck on a medium-sized Jake's lure, golden red, and I caught several fish, so that was a lot of fun. And we got to eat them too.
Yeah.
How many did you catch for us to eat?
4 maybe?
4, I think, yeah.
So we ate 6, and
You had, what, 11 before dinner and like a 40 minutes or something like that?
yeah. So that was a lot of fun. That's how I like to fish. I don't like to work that hard. I'm on vacation.
What did I get? 2 for dinner, and I got a total of 6 tonight.
That's not bad.
On an ant, which was nice.
Cool. Well, I ended up catching 5.
Nice.
I got one of the colorful ones.
Yeah.
With the red down the side.
Yeah, fattest I caught, and it had a crimson gill plate and a little bit of a line. The end of the spawning colors or something, maybe. Where'd the boys go? Oh, there they are.
Ollie's probably finding a place to go.
Yeah, he's been going up there. He's been going up there. Thanks.
Piece of bacon here. I love having 2 dogs. They get along.
That'll burn just enough for breakfast right there, baby.
Get away, buddy. This is my breakfast. You had yours.
This is the time the washer will come out and go right into the flame.
Yeah. Turns out they wiggle. I'm kitching them on a gold Jake's Lure medium size with red dots.
Nice cutthroat.
This would make 1.5 excellent fish tacos, or tempura tacos, or beer-battered tacos.
Okay, little fishy. Thank you for letting me catch you. Have a good life.
This side. Ooh, that one.
That's fatty.
On a Jake spin lure, Kyle's lucky lure. Kyle caught like 20 fish in one day on that thing. Big one too. He's pretty quick.
Yeah, he's a survivor.
He's definitely not scared, is he?
Not a mess. You got a fish on over there, Dave. This is on a red and white Acme cam looper. A nice cutthroat. It's going in the frying pan.
I think I could do the same fly pattern, but I need to have a bigger, bushier one that stays more afloat.
Another hefty one. beauty. And it's long, fat. He's eating well. Well, I'm done filleting, so it's time to catch one.
Not sure if the fish agree with our system. Cut, going in the frying pan. What are we making tonight?
I think we'll do like Louisiana fish fry.
Ooh, Louisiana fish fry with a veggie. Yummy.
I believe it was 6. Nothing more than 12, 13 inches, pretty much all of them.
Kyle got the biggest one. How many today?
I ended up with 10, so that's a good day for me.
You got the biggest fish, and I got the biggest number. I got 11. We were in competition.
I had 2 that I lost, like you could spit on them, but I didn't count them. I know Dave counts those ones. Dave counts those ones.
No.
No.
So we're counting those?
No, I didn't count those.
Oh, then I'm like 25.
Yeah. I only counted the ones I landed. And I had 2 that almost landed, but I didn't. It was a fun day.
Okay. Well, I'm hungry. You?
I'm quite hungry.
We're gonna eat.
Really good. What else?
Okay, we have a visitor. Introduce yourself.
My name's Ryan. I ran into these guys out here at this lake. I live in Minnesota, but I'm from Wisconsin originally.
Cool.
And you have to understand that Ryan walking into us, we're in the backcountry, no trail. This is, I believe, the beer batter without the beer.
And some Slap Ya Mama Cajun seasoning
Yep.
and salt.
And this one is
Louisiana, New Orleans style fish fry. And I put a little Slap Your Mama in that.
I like it. Boneless, skinless trout, puddle fried, Dave Rock style.
I didn't expect to be treated to lunch here. Big surprise.
Well, we caught plenty. I'm wondering if we can eat it all. Do you think we can?
I think we're gonna do just fine.
All right. Which one do you like better, Ryan?
That Louisiana one is
Louisiana,
great,
yeah.
but they're both excellent.
I don't mean to brag, but I caught most of these fish.
Who caught the biggest?
13 and a half inches on a tape.
Now, why did you catch so many fish? What was I doing while you were catching fish?
So I would catch a fish. He's like, I'll go ahead and fillet it while you fish. So then he'd get everything filleted and everything ready to pack up. And be like, I got another one. That happened 2 or 3 times. Excellent fish, Dave. Good job cooking it.
Are you done?
I'm from Minnesota. I can't eat the last one. That's a rule.
It's custardy. It's crunchily because the chocolate has berries in it.
Got little chocolate chips in it.
Do you prefer this one or the berry one that we had yesterday?
Berry one.
Berry.
3 votes for berry. This is an 8. The berry was a 10.
Living like kings. You'd never know you were in the wilderness.
Except for when you come across a big bear scat.
Came out to the lake and I just stopped and looked and saw one cruising and put my fly in the water, missed him, and as I put a second cast in about 5 feet out, this one came up and stole it from the other one. There he goes. Caught him on a brown ant. I've usually fished black ants, but I've been carrying this for a while, so I figured I'd give it a whirl. Too far out. There he is. This is a pretty fish. Lethargic though, compared to the ones in the other lake.
Number 2?
Yeah. We didn't measure the last one. This one's bigger.
We're measuring him.
2 minutes after the first one, same brown ant. He was swimming a couple feet offshore. 15 inches. Biggest one of this trip for me. Yeah, so far it's the biggest of the trip out of everybody. But I'm sure that's going to be short-lived on this lake.
I don't know. I got one hit so far. That's it, baby. Brown ant, huh?
Here we go, and he's off to the depths.
He's a little stronger.
Yeah.
"15-inch cut, my biggest fish of the trip." Large gold Jake's spinalure with red dots.
Good fish.
Thank you, Dave. That was fun.
There you are. That's a good 14-incher. Female, full of eggs.
Oh no, I'm only 2020. I bet I don't have it on.
That's a fat grayling.
That's the first grayling I've seen in real life.
And the back dorsal fin, it's got halos with orange dots in them.
Very cool. And it'll have pink meat?
No, white.
It
I
will?
think it'll be white. But got that on the Ryuki Spearhead 70 series.
Yeah.
The duo. This will be Kyle's first eating of a grayling. How about you?
Me too.
Oh, wow. This one I'm going to de-skin because the grayling's skin is really tough. That's the fillet of a grayling with no skin. $16.
Let me get a picture with the tape on him.
16 inches, 20-ounce fish. We were eating lunch. Kyle and I were looking. I looked down and I saw this guy swim by. Refused the first cast. Let him swim by me so I could get a better cast. And he took it. A black ant. Just changed from the brown one to the black.
Nice. Let me see the tape. See if I can get the tape on him while you're holding him.
I'm gonna say 15.
15 and a half easy.
$15-inch cutthroat on a renegade fly behind a bubble.
I had a blast. I was the trout hunter. I mean, it was all sight fishing, mostly to fish that I saw, occasionally a rise. Sometimes it took 2 or 3 little casts to get to them, but they were a couple feet from shore. But other than that, any prospecting I didn't raise a fish.
How many did you end up with?
5.
And they were all really
fat, and I would say 14. Most of them were in the 15 and 1 16-inch.
That's a great
day.
day.
It was an awesome day.
I didn't catch as many as Eric. My first 5 casts, I caught a really nice 15-inch cut. Always when I catch a fish quickly, I think I'm going to catch fish all day. Of course, that was the last fish I caught today.
Yeah, so I ended up with 2, a grayling and a cutthroat. Okay, well, let's head on back to camp and cook up our trout.
Yeah, I think a little spot would be nice.
Okay.
Cheers. I didn't think you could improve upon the puddle fry with this crunchiness.
is even better.
If I didn't have that citrus rub in this, it wouldn't be as good.
It is good this
It's got a little tang,
It does.
and you don't brown it too much. I got from the crew here that it's better if it's light.
Samson likes your fish too, Dave.
I know.
I love how red those cutthroat were.
Very red.
Look at that.
Is this as good or better than last time on the tempura?
Probably a little better because the farm dust got lost. And the citrus is definitely there in the background.
That's the grayling tempura. It's delicious. I think this tastes like halibut when I went to Alaska, where it's almost a plain canvas and you can season it with whatever flavorings you want. Peas and corn. It's from nuts.com, which is appropriate for this group, and it's been rehydrating for about a half hour. I'm going to bring it to a boil and let it sit, and then we're going to drain it, throw a bunch of ghee into it with some salt, and have a little corn and pea fiesta. We added a very generous portion of ghee, salt, and pepper, and now we're going to try them out.
Mix in all that ghee in the bottom.
Don't you worry.
Yeah, you let me cut some fish today.
Yeah, I let you catch those fish. You're welcome. I'm in charge of all fishing. I just twinkle my nose like bewitched. And you caught a grayling, which is pretty cool.
I was kind of wishing that we got a little into more grayling
Yeah.
because they're a beautiful fish.
4th of July corn on the cob. Slider than butter. Who brought the watermelon?
Tempura. This is Kingston citrus rub, but they use Badia.
When you fry, are you on a medium flame, a high flame, a low flame?
Ollie.
Or do you just wing it every time?
I can tell kind of the way the oil's smoking. I can tell it's starting to burn. And then so I turn it down just a little.
So you're right below the burn temperature.
Tempura reminds me of a Japanese restaurant.
Sweet potato.
Tempura style. Cheers.
Cheers.
My wife loves sweet potatoes. Whenever she can, she'll order them up from the restaurant instead of regular French fries. And she grew up on a potato farm. So what does that tell you?
And the only thing that would go better with the fish and chips for me, nice cold beer.
Yeah, I figured. I knew that's what you were gonna say. The sweet potato is like a regular potato made love to a candy bar. Okay, Samson, you can have the crunchies.
My question to you guys, if you were to take all the fish meals, the vegetables, the potatoes, and all the desserts, and you wanted to put together one meal, you understand the question?
Fish tacos. Now I'm going to jump right to the dessert. The triple berry crunch, the sweet potato with the tempura. Well, they both were with tempura, but the citrus rub. Boy, it was a good vegetable last week. I think I'm going to go with broccoli.
Okay.
Obviously, the fish tacos, they were just off the charts. I'd still be eating them if they were still coming off the line.
I think we all would.
They were super
Maybe
good.
do it for 2 meals.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun to do the fish tacos with a tempura batter, make it even up a notch a little bit. My favorite dessert so far has been the triple berry. And then my favorite veggie so far has been the broccoli. I really like the broccoli. The potato, probably the sweet potato I like the best. That was my favorite so far.
Okay.
Copycat.
Well, yeah. It matched yours exactly, huh?
I'll never do fish tacos by myself. They're
It's
just-
a lot too much. It's a lot of
Yeah.
work. Yeah.
But the next people that I go with, that's the combination that I'll pick.
You'll impress anybody that comes in the backcountry with you by cooking like that. Now, if we could just improve upon the conversation around the campfire.
Stop picking on me.
I'm kidding.
Hey, go get some water, bitch.
Dark chocolate
Cheers.
cheesecake. I love to end a meal on something with something sweet.
This would be my second favorite of the 4 desserts that I've had.
So this is day Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's gone by fast. This is also my longest trip that I've done this summer.
That's because Dave Rock demands longer trips. I don't think he'd do longer trips if it wasn't for me.
Probably not. I don't have the stamina.
This isn't a marathon. The only marathon about this is eating your meals.
Yeah.
For the quality of fishing, you don't have to hike that far out here to get to it.
No.
You're still pretty isolated. We haven't seen that many people
God, we're really isolated.
It shocked the hell out of me when Ryan
rolled into camp.
appeared out of the woods. I could see him coming down the lake, but I would have put good money that we never saw a soul the entire time we were out here.
And maybe the grizzly bears keep people away from here too. I mean,
I think they do.
Let it down a little, Kyle. Keep the mice off it. Yeah, that's funny.
spots there, they're deep.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that looked like a good one.
I'm getting hits on every cast from this spot. Number 4 for me today. Beautiful fish. Beautiful coloring. Thanks for being my fish. You will go back and have a good life, get really big, and I'll come back in a few years.
My line's caught. This one's on the green scud, I think. Get out of the really bad stuff.
This one hit the bead head. Guess it's a green scud of some kind.
It's number 6 for me. Good day on the lake. We're gonna need a bigger net, just like Jaws. That's a beaut, Dave.
15.5 inches. Beautiful cut. I think that was a fluke on this lake. I caught 2 on the first lake, and then we went and stopped at that lake we were at yesterday, and I got lucky as can be. And I got me a nice 15.5 inch cutthroat. So 3 for me today.
I got 7, 12 to 13 max. A couple of them were fairly fat at the first lake. Got to the second lake before these guys. Saw an amazing hatch of flying ants. Took me the entire hatch to figure out what it was, and by then they were done and lake shut down. It was frustrating to say the least, but we got some nice ones out of there yesterday, so.
I had a better day fishing today, much better than yesterday. I had 9 fish to the shore and 7 in the net, so I had 7. They were all in the 11 to 14 inch range cutthroats. Dave's fish was the nicest. It would have made some nice fillets, but we're not eating fish for dinner tonight.
We're having Kyle Polson's Thanksgiving feast. Stuffing, potatoes, chicken, and gravy, and cranberries. Mashed potatoes, dressing with cranberries. Now I'm going to add my gravy with chicken.
Ooh.
We did this on our first trip. We're doing it again on this trip.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Delicious.
The chicken rehydrated pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
It is delicious. I want to try cranberry. Last time I ate it, it was like too much almost.
More bear scats. This is a smaller bear.
The morning was catching a lot of fish. They were small, but they were fun. Great hike, one new lake.
I love coming up on a lake. There's something exciting about it.
I had a fun day. So I caught more fish than Eric, and I caught more fish than Dave, so that makes it a good day for me.
He actually caught more than us combined, didn't he?
The two of us got 11 and he got
I call myself the lazy fisherman because I just throw the same lure and just wiggle it, and if I get a fish, great. If not, then I just eat your fish. So it was a fun day. So do you like the solitude or do you like the companionship?
both. It's nice to have go out with people, but then it's nice to go out by yourself.
I don't know if I would come into grizzly bear country by myself, but I might. I have done solo trips in black bear country. But this trip, of the 3 trips I had this summer, this trip was mostly focused on fishing, which was a lot of fun.
Well, I did plan this trip for you, so. I mean, I got all the information from Eric and that, and I said, hey, we got to go to this lake, and they're close. We aren't going to spend a lot of time hiking and backpacking.
Spend more time fishing.
And the title of the video will be Kyle Goes Fishing with Some Friends.
We'll see how that goes.
What are you boys barking at?
Were you being accused of being a grizzly bear, barking at you?
I was taking care of my business and he was barking at something else. I want you to keep this, and I've taken pictures so I can...
That's yours.
Well, they're so expensive, I can get one. And you're going to be out here.
You bought all those orange scuds for me. It's fine that you keep that.
All right. I did fish with it. Didn't catch anything.
Get anything. You had to go back to your trusted old friends.
You know, if I'm not catching something, I go back to what I know. All right.
Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome. Ollie threw that up last night. Got on my pack, on his sleeping pad, on my sleeping pad, with all the juices that go along with something like that. One of the very few things that I don't like about my dog. It's our final morning.
This is my first time in a few years that I've backpacked outside of the Wind River Range, and it's as nice or better.
Been a while since I've been here, or in this mountain range. It was probably the 90s with my dad. And actually, last week we got up to where we had planned to go, which we never made it to back then. So it was kind of neat to see some ground that I was supposed to be tramping and fishing with my dad years ago. So
I loved the layout here. We had an excellent camp.
Yeah, we did.
Well, we're gonna hit the trail. happy. And a shake.
Hey guys, before we start the wrap up, does this tree make me look fat?
Okay, guys.
Favorite backpacking for me was today hiking out because it was my GPS measured 3¼ miles. And so that's a really short hike out for me, so that was nice. If I knew that we were only going to hike short distances, and I did kind of know that if I'd thought through it, I would have maybe carried a couple of extra comfort items.
Last week, hiking up to our base camp. It was a stellar day, stellar lakes. I know there was a lot of fish in those lakes, Dave. He was a slave driver. We had to get up to our base camp.
How many miles was it?
I don't
It
remember.
was 8.9, something like that.
That's healthy.
Yeah. It was well worth it. Once we got up there, we found a stellar campsite. 360 views almost from our campsite, depending on where you stand. We ate breakfast on this view one morning. We had breakfast over on this view another morning.
I want to comment on a picture that Eric shared with me of the trip that you took before I joined you with Ollie and his pack and the lake in the background.
Oh yeah, that's a nice
really
shot.
cool shot.
That's probably my best picture of Ollie.
Yeah, and I took a few pictures of the fish and I took a few pictures of some lakes, but nothing, my photography skills aren't on par with Eric's.
I know that I've got a couple decent wildflower ones where they're close-ups of the flowers with the lake in the background with the mountains behind the lake. I think I got a couple shots of various lakes from last week. I did get a few early morning reflections I think might come out really nice from various lakes. I think I got a few of you and Ollie. That might be nice too. The last couple trips, which has been different for me, is with people. I actually have pictures of me holding a fish. And I'm in the picture instead of my hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been fun. I'm excited about that.
Coolest place for me to fish was where I caught the most fish, which was our second lake. And I caught 3 fish on 4 casts, which was pretty fun. So that was my favorite. But all 3 of the lakes that we fished were really pretty.
My favorite place to fish was up above tree line again, and the furthest lake that we got to.
Oh yeah.
We didn't catch but 1 fish on that lake, but it was so cool knowing that we were 2 of probably a dozen people all this year that will be there.
That's cool.
It's magical.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get lucky, which I did. And then all the flowers.
Yeah.
There was a field of
I
flowers.
think I got a good shot from that lake.
Cool.
My favorite fish is probably a couple different fish, but the biggest that I happened to catch, it was down to the wire. We were half an hour from heading back to base camp, packing up and leaving the next day. I hadn't caught a fish on that lake yet. That was a lake that I'm glad I caught a fish, and I ended up catching 2 in that last 40 minutes of fishing it, and my biggest of the trip. And I got a photo of me holding it with the lake and the mountains in the background.
So my favorite fish was the fish that I didn't land, but I'm a spin casting fisherman and I wanted to try fishing with a fly, so I cheated a little bit. I wasn't on a fly rod, I had a bubble, but I had a fly, and you all were helping me sight fish. There was a fish that came to the surface. I tossed it out there and I watched the fish take the fly. I tried to set the hook, but I lost him. I got him about 3 feet over the water and he came off.
And I'm standing to your side and I'm watching it from a whole different angle, and it's like, woo, he got one.
It would have been fun if I landed it, but just watching the fish take it was cool, because when you fish with a lure, you're just blind most of the time.
Well, my favorite fish is my biggest fish, my 17-inch cutthroat. Eric was way over on the other side of the lake and we didn't have great communication. So I ended up keeping him. Beautiful cutthroat.
I think Ollie's gonna have an Eric withdrawal on your next trip. There's not gonna be another tent to come and say good morning to, which I'm kind of bummed. It's like I anticipated being out a little longer and would be on the next trip, but unfortunately plans change. But Ollie was a good companion, good rent-a-dog. I get the best of everything.
Yeah.
And I don't have to clean up after him. Yeah, it was nice watching the 2 interact. It was fun. Ollie had a 4-legged companion. But I think I got a couple good pictures of Ollie, but I know that one that I had sent you earlier.
That was a good
That's a nice shot.
Well, this is my third backpacking trip with Samson, so we kind of had a few patterns locked in, so that was nice. And one of the things I like about backpacking with Samson is when we get to an obstacle, I just let him kind of figure out his way around it, and it's fun to kind of watch how his mind works and how he goes around blowdowns and granite and different things. So it was fun to have Samson and Ollie together. It was fun when they were in the meadows and chasing each other and frolicking.
I love seeing the interaction of those two dogs. I didn't get it on camera, but Ollie was chasing Samson across the meadow yesterday.
Yeah.
And there was a pond that had this green scum on top, and it looked like grass. And Samson just barreled right through that thing.
Yeah, he came back to camp and he's all wet.
Yeah.
I said, did he get in the water?
Yeah.
This is my third trip with Dave. In Dave's disposition, he's just like a 14-year-old boy that wants to go to scout camp. He's so excited about everything. And so I love that about Dave, because I feel similarly in a lot of ways.
And you acted
Yeah.
with all the candy you bring.
Yeah, I do like sweets.
Eric loved filming him casting fly fishing. Now, as far as backpacking companion, can't be beat. No complaining. Not one thing.
Well, I have a list.
Kyle, he's my gear dude. He keeps me flush with gear. He gave me a really cool titanium spoon that I use for taking my fish out of the fryer so that I don't put so much oil into the cup.
Every time I watch a video, you fillet a fish with the knife. Hey, that's the knife I got him. And every time you have one of the meals and you say something about it, that's how I get paid. That makes it fun for me. The worst thing that happened on this trip, the very first part of the hike, when we were hiking up, there's a beautiful bridge, and David wanted to get a shot of it. And so I went across the bridge and I came back, and my dog was following me, and I turned around and I knocked my poor Samson about 6 to 8 feet into the rocks below. That made me feel bad, and I thought, oh my goodness, I hope I didn't injure him to the point where he can't hike. So that was the worst thing for me.
But we want you to know that no animals were injured on this trip.
Yeah, he was fine. He bounced right back.
The scariest thing that happened to me, and I was laying in my tent up at the second camp, and Ollie just wakes right up, and his bright bushy tail doesn't make a sound. And I'm listening, and I hear this snorting right outside my tent. I said, oh my gosh, we got a bear in the camp. Then I heard hoof prints. And I just,
See, I had heard him walking up by my tent first, so I knew they were goats. So I was like, oh, cool, goat.
I hadn't woke up yet.
Yeah. I didn't get the scare.
Right.
Yeah, that list I mentioned of the complaints.
Oh, yes.
The catering was fine. The catering was great. But I need a bigger trailer.
Well, I'll see what I can do for the talent.
So I started a tradition backpacking with my cousins that around the campfire I read to them the Great Rain series, and it's about young boys growing up around the turn of the century. They're just really wholesome, cute stories, and they're really fun for campfires when you're out backpacking. This week I read The Great Brain Goes to the Academy. So I wanted to ask you guys how you enjoyed the stories.
Oh, that was awesome. So much so, I'm going to have to look it up and download it. I think that will be a cool story for the kid. Oh, it was an awesome trip, and hopefully we'll do something similar another year.
Yeah, it was a great trip, and I'm looking forward to some real food and a nice drive home tonight to be with my wife and my family. I love being out with you guys, but I've had it with you.
Okay, well, I want to thank Kyle for coming. Eric?
Yeah.
And I want to thank you for coming. So, until next time.